we're back. Literally like 9 minutes ago, I was doing a live about Monique Samuels and all of that other good jazz. But now we're here to talk about love and marriage. Huntsville, once again, it's an open panel where I allow everybody to come up and address and say whatever it is they want to say about the show. The same way y'all be in the comments, y'all could be up here with me and we discuss the show. It's 44 of y'all up in here so far. So you guys, before we get into the panel and before I drop the link for everybody, and mind you, when you come up here, you do not have to show your face. You do not have to show your face if you don't want to. It's not required at all. We're going to be here for a short time today because of the whole Monique, live that I just did. And then Potomac comes on not too long after this. So we're probably going to be up here for a good hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, because it's right now it's like 6:36 Eastern. So probably like around 7:15 Eastern, I'll be no. Yeah. No. Yeah, around 7:15 Eastern, maybe. No, not 7:15, 7:45 Eastern. I'm sorry. 7:45 Eastern will be ending this so I can get myself prepared and ready for Housewives of Potomac. So I can give y'all a review on that. And I'm still trying to see if I'm going to do a little live chat on Chris and Monique's divorce, separation rather, and have you guys come up for that. Okay, now before we get into the panel for tonight, let's talk about what we got coming up this week. Okay, now tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not panel with myself, Yarel, Josiah, T, Really Be, and Simply Sakina. We will be over on Sakina's channel tomorrow night at 9:15 Eastern Time. That's tomorrow night at 9:15 Eastern Time. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow night. We're going to have us a great time, okay? Be on the lookout for a roaster review on Wednesday night. And we will be over on Josiah's channel on Wednesday night. So be on the lookout for that. There will be no boys' night out this Friday. Normally it would be a boys' night out on Friday. But however, we'll be back the Friday after that because it's my class reunion this Friday. So the guys will get a chance to have a break this week from the show. So we'll be back the very next week. Let me see what that date is. We'll be back on October the 28th. So that's when Boys Night Out will be back, October the 28th. So be on the lookout for that. And it's surprising because we really got 4 more episodes left of the show this season. 4 more episodes. We should be done before the year is over with because we're probably going to have to do a back-to-back show. 2 back-to-back shows. One on the 28th, and then let me look at my calendar. We're probably going to have to do 2 back-to-back shows. Probably going to have to do one on the 28th and one on the 4th. So that's probably what's going to have to happen. We're probably going to have 2 back-to-back shows. But with that being said, you guys, we're about to go ahead and get into what we're here for. And that is the open panel for Love and Marriage. For Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's what we're here for. So I'm not going to waste your... What post you just sent me? Hold on. See, my phone don't do not disturb. Let me look. Hold on.
It's awesome. And y'all, Chris, what you got to say about this?
Shop me leave.
Wait, so it's in the blogs that she separated, but now she's up here with her husband. Girl, we're going to leave this for the damn lit live chat, child. That's what we're going to leave it at because, baby, I'm so surprised by it. And now everybody's sending it to me, child. But anyway, we're going to talk about it later on. Now we definitely got to talk about it later on the lit live chat. Tracy, if you want to cuss her out, save it for the lit live chat later on today. But hey, listen, all I got to say is I got my views for the day off of that shit. So if they sitting up here playing with us, well, I got my views. So anyways, we're about to go ahead and start the panel. Okay, so these are the ground rules for the panel today. These are the ground rules now. Listen. You can join the conversation. These are the ground rules for the panel. I want everybody to talk one at a time. I know there may be moments where you don't agree with one another, and there may be some cutoffs here and there, but I need for everybody to talk one at a time. I need for everybody to talk. I've been seeing this for the last two panels. There have been people up here that don't say shit. I'm gonna need everybody to say what they gotta say and pull their weight while they up here. I don't want nobody up here that ain't gonna speak their mind, that ain't gonna say shit. And I'm going to do a better job at moderating this time, because last time we did this panel, I think I was drunk or maybe high off lemonade. I don't know, but I let everybody else speak up or whatever. So it's already 4 people backstage already. So I can take maybe 2 more people maybe before I let everybody up. Yes, I just want everybody to speak their mind. And I may wind up dropping people too. I may be dropping people too today, but it just depends on how I feel. Cause like I said, damn, so many people up here. I guess I can let everybody up now. Okay, 6 people up. Now I'm not gonna say shit. I'm gonna let everybody else talk, but I will be moderating. So these are the people that's up. And let's respect everybody. Let's respect each other. Let's respect everybody's opinions. And we're about to go ahead and get into it. Okay. So, and once I let everybody up, I'm going off screen because I'm going to let y'all have it.
You always going off screen. Stay your butt on the screen.
No, I'm going to let y'all have it now. Go ahead.
Y'all know he don't fool with us like that. He'll let us
Yes,
he don't fool with
no,
us
but
like
I bet you if Chef Don Don was up here, he'll be on this screen. I'm just saying.
Okay, so basically, you finna get dropped.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
You love me, Scotty. That's why I said it.
So, where y'all want to start? Because this episode was boring and sleep inducing.
It
we could
was,
start.
and that's why I'm gonna only be up here for 5 minutes because I gotta go back to work. I'm on my lunch break real quick. It was a snooze fest. I'm gonna need them to stop trying to have these little secret meetings, these producer meetings, talking about Miss Wanda can't be on the show no more. I'm sorry. Y'all may disagree with me on this, but Miss Wanda funny. Okay, I like her on the show. She bring the drama. And she bring the excitement. I said y'all gonna disagree with me. I didn't say y'all start agreeing with me now. But
as long as Wanda stops speaking on people and getting into mess and just speaks about things generally, she is funny. Yep. But otherwise, she's toxic and she needs to get popped.
Well, shoot, I'm toxic too. We all toxic at one point. We done talked about somebody here and there every once in a while in their life, but see, Wanda too old for that bullshit. I understand what y'all saying.
I was about to say, I've never been her brand of toxic ever, but I understand your point. I understand your point.
I leave people kids out of it. Listen,
I do.
I have enough that I could talk about you about. Like, I have enough on you that I could just be like, run it down every single time you try me. She be making up stuff. She be talking about people's kids. She be playing that she don't hear no evil, speak no evil when she is the evil incarnate. Like, no.
Well, the problem,
I can do without Wanda. It's like I'm in and out with Wanda. Like she don't make the show for me.
No,
right, exactly.
No, and the problem is her lows have no floor. Like she doesn't know when to stop. It's like there has to be a point where you need to know when to stop.
But she's not held. Sorry, she's accountable by the people around her. Like, even though her son-in-law would be like, yeah, because he said that, she doesn't change. I don't want her around. And it's just like, well, you shouldn't have wanted her around when she sat up there talking to your wife with your kids sitting there with said wife. And she was talking about how you was cheating all up and through in front of your children. That should have been a moment where you was like, no, I don't want her around. But that wasn't the case. And when it comes to her daughter talking about, I don't appreciate the way he speaks to me.
Oh God!
You allow that bullshit, Tisha.
Wait. Let me finish. And I need you as his brother to talk to him about the way he speaks to me because it's
girl, I was hollering.
I said, now you need to stop because you allow him to listen. People are only going to treat you the way you allow them to treat you. If a person is treating you bad, it's because at some point And I'm talking about at some point, because it's been going on for so long, you've allowed it. So the way he's been talking to you is the way he's always talked to you. And we could go back to the first season and see that. We could be on y'all lot. Listen, I don't follow.
When he kept her locked up in the attic and everything, couldn't go to school, couldn't do nothing. I'm a quote Terrence. He had her ass locked
Not
up in
even
the
Anne
attic.
Frank.
She was
It's like,
Diane Frank. We didn't know who the hell she was
who is
and where
Diane?
she was going and all that. Yep.
But I think the thing that irritates me with Tisha is that one minute you want to, we all know you playing dress up boss. We understand that. But my point is, it's like pick a character and just stick there. You do better just being yourself. She was a housewife. All of a sudden, I want to get out the house. I want to be a businesswoman. I want to do all this other stuff. And now when people are looking at you as a boss and you're running to everybody, and that's what gets on my nerves. You're a baby. You're a child. She's coddled entirely too much. So Maurice,
that's because her granny raised her.
Yeah, but something,
But my
even
granny
with that,
raised me too.
even with that though, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, and I guess because when I was coming up, the way my mama raised me, and she would tell me this all the time: the world don't love you like I do. So I ain't gonna sit up here and play with you about what's really happening out there. And that's the problem with people like Tisha and other folks, and even to Wanda to a certain extent, because clearly the same grandmother, mama didn't raise her right. People go into the world people go into the world thinking everybody else is gonna make exceptions for you because you special to your people, but you don't mean nothing to me. And that's crazy. And I get sick and tired of Tisha's whiny little mouth. You want Kim, you want Maurice to go and talk to Marceau. You want everybody else to go and talk to Marceau. Then somebody
She
needs to
said
go
her
talk to
whiny little
Kim.
mouth.
I'm sick
I
of
mean,
her.
that's
I
what
am
she
so
is.
sick of her. I'm
And
so
that's
sick
my
of her.
sister-in-law.
And
So
that's my whole thing. It's like at some point, I know Maurice ought to roll his eyes and be tired of hearing from Tisha, because that's been happening the whole time. I'd be tired. Matter of fact, I would tell her, baby, you still there. Anything you don't like, you'll leave alone. But clearly, there's a part of you that likes it. Don't bring that back to me.
But here's the thing.
See, she called me up with that same whiny little voice, talking about, can you talk to your brother-in-law, please? No, I ain't talking to that raggedy, toothless Negro. I'm not doing it. Not with him today. I ain't talking to him. Now, Terrence will talk to him, but I won't.
No, I would have nothing to say. As a matter of fact, and Kimmy said that a few seasons ago when she said Tisha spoiled, and that much she is. But again, you only special to those people. The rest of the world don't care about that. You can't be a boss in one moment and a victim in the other. Just like you can't be about that life with your team wife shirt on and your little Barbie pink leggings with your tennis shoes on. Then in the next life, you want to sit up here and act like, oh, she's coming after me and my marriage. Girl, your marriage is trash. Your husband is trash. Your life is trash. Admit that and go on.
About it?
I think Tisha got mouth because Wanda got mouth. Tisha has mouth behind the scenes and not in front, because she know Wanda's still gonna come behind her and clean up her mess. Tisha is a rock thrower. She got all of that mouth, and then when it's time to really pop off, she just popping off in confessionals and with her mama. But if she really wanted to be about that life, like her mama wanting to fight, because she said, "Mama, you really out here trying to fight." So if you really about that life and y'all really about them hands and throwing them bowls when it's time to, you wouldn't be questioning, oh, is you really out here? No, you just do it. I don't sit up here and I don't hide and don't go at it. If I'm a Scorpio, I'm sorry. I'm a AKA, but I'm a Scorpio first.
Well, girl, please go get your thorough, please.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't claim her.
Wait, I have a question.
No, ma'am. I do not claim her.
Go get. Oh, you know what? My bad. My great sister. My bad. Go get that AKA then. Go get her.
Can I ask this real quick? Are you the pink and green that stole Terrence's man? Because I'm tired of him sitting up here right
now. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't steal nobody man. I like my own, because I ain't got time to be sitting up here fighting. No, I ain't fighting no man or no woman about no man. No, man.
Baby, I know Mel curses the day she put her name behind her.
I wouldn't have. No, ma'am. So she's an idiot for doing that.
I have a question for Madam Pink and Green. I respect, the D9. I didn't, I was a scholarship kid, and my money situation wasn't set up for that. But I have a question. Do y'all really and I'm being honest, because I've always heard that they don't really be claiming the pink and green who joins in a grad chapter. Is that real, or is that just something I've always heard?
I'm sleeping. I don't know.
To me, it's a lot of people say now, because you can't haze, is everyone is paper, but I claim whoever is recognized by my corporate.
Okay.
But I don't claim Tisha. But
I
I
wouldn't
claim.
claim her either.
I wouldn't claim her either. I wouldn't claim none of them country
Correction.
hoes that's up on the show
Let me
on
just
Love
say
and Hip
this.
Hop Huntsville. Don't nobody
I
gonna
would
claim
say
them hoes.
And
when
she always got pink and green on. Don't be trying to associate us with your foolishness, because we too smart for her dumminess. No, I'm she too.
Ooh.
No, ma'am. I don't
Oh my
know.
because
God, not dumminess.
I never
Let
claim
me
nothing.
just
I never
let me
claim
just say this.
girl.
I
I
don't.
want to be sorry. I want to be as respectful as possible. So every time she mentions that she's an AKA, I always say, "Well, use a grad chapter." And from what I heard, they don't like you like that. But okay, now I know. And I'm
I don't. That's not the reason they don't like her.
okay.
She's not representing our sorority like she
No God,
should. If you're
no
gonna
God.
go on TV and say, "Oh, I'm an AKA," and you tossing that here and there for clout and for recognition, then you need to. If you're gonna boss up from A to Z, Z to A, morning to noon, noon to night, three, what, from January to December. I need you to be thorough all the way through, not when it's convenient for you. And I don't play victim. We don't play victim. We don't do that. It's I don't understand Tisha's mindset. You got all of these degrees and you are a dummy. You're book smart, but street smart, life smart. You have
I
nothing to.
Let me.
Uh,
Can
y-
I,
I
I
think
don't
your
think she
kids are.
books
I think her
smart.
kids are smarter than her.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think she
let me
books
just
smart
say
either.
go
Mm-mm.
ahead, Nola Reeds.
thank you, Scott.
Hey Nola.
Hey y'all, and shout out to Catherine for that lemonade. Goddamn, woo, child.
I need some of that.
I
Y'all be
tried to
lit
tell
on that.
y'all.
Y'all
But
welcome. Y'all
Scotty
welcome.
was good yesterday. Then he was lit to the side once that lemonade hit in.
but let
Girl,
me just
Scotty's
say
eyes
this.
completely closed with that lemonade.
It was.
Problem. My problem with it all is nobody takes accountability for their
Yes,
actions.
ma'am.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like at the end of the day, Tisha, you want to talk about even I roll my eye. First of all, Scotty, let me say, I don't watch the review with y'all and Wanda about 5 times because the face T made, and you can tell when she popped up in the background.
Mm.
I have watched that over and over
The
just that
lies.
because that was hilarious to me. But it's the non accountability and the justification for the stupid actions for me. You know what I'm saying? That we can't do. Like, I was completely appalled and flabbergasted at Wanda trying to gaslight us, the public, saying, oh, she wasn't talking about Sugar Mama. She was talking about the baby that was, that Mel ended up not having. Girl, you sat on our TV and said that the baby looked just like this man. So the unborn fetus looked like somebody. You knew who you
She didn't
know.
know. She didn't
and
know the
go get a
difference,
blood and go
cousin.
get a blood test from him from a
Child, I was about
Molecular
to say that
structure.
same thing in the
I'm looking at this
comments, but everybody
molecular
kept saying
structure. This baby was gonna have this man cheekbone. Stop playing in my face. That's the point for me. It's the starting at the middle and the end instead of starting at the beginning. Before Mel got on Carlos thing and said what she said about Tisha Daddy, which Tisha Daddy admitted that he was in that lady inbox saying she was a cute woman or whatever he was saying to her. You know
she
what I'm
decent.
saying? You did 357 million lives about this lady. And now you want to say, oh, this is because she said this about Horace, who I don't care about. If you don't care about Horace, then why are you calling Horace checking him about being in her inbox? First of all, Tisha should have checked her own daddy. Because listen, you don't give nobody who I don't fool with no ammunition against me. So your daddy don't even care about you like that. Tisha, your mama don't even care about you like that because your mama act a fool and brings all of this hate to your wall. You know what I'm saying? She brings it to your doorstep because people looking at you like, get your mom. And
But
don't tell me about
go ahead,
and
Nola.
your
I was gonna
mama
comment.
don't say nothing. Don't do this, don't do that. Yeah, you saying that to save face so your mama could get out there and say that you said it. But you want Wanda to do what she doing. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Because
you.
me, I know my mama. My mama will act very ignorant behind me. So some
Yep.
things when I know I'm not be able to control her response, guess what I do?
You
I keep
don't
my
tell
mouth
her.
shut. I don't
There you go.
tell her. At the end of
You
the
keep
day,
your double-breasted
I
lips
like
shut.
Tisha should have grabbed her mama and said, no, she wasn't supposed to let Mel cuss her mama out because regardless of what, that's her mama. But what she should have said was, Mama, now you got me about to have to beat this bitch ass because you won't be making all these lies. But no, the potatoes and let's go. Mama, get in the car. That's what I would have did my mama. Because at the end of the day, your mama can't keep speaking reckless on people. Your mom not gonna speak reckless on me and then tell me, oh no, treat me like a child and try to son me and say, well, now let me talk to your mama. Now you went online talking about my mama. You was online talking about me, my buffet, okay? You was talking about me, my buffet
Hey.
is that it produced. Don't play with me.
But Nola, I think you brought up a good point, and that's the point when you talk about accountability. We spent a lot of time talking about Wanda because Wanda is the most out front with it, but Tisha is just as messy. She's just as toxic, and she keeps it going in the background. See, that's the part that the accountability I want people, and that's the reason why if I had been Mel that day, I don't think that there was anything wrong with Mel coming at Wanda because Wanda been talking about her kids, been talking about the cat, been talking about everything. So Tisha could have got with me about that, and you're right, she should have told her mom, shut up. Go get in the car. Stop putting me in these types of positions. And I'm with you. My mama don't play about me either. Most people's mamas don't play about them. So you're right. When I know my mama gonna act a fool, there are certain things she will never hear come out of my mouth until it's handled or never. Some stuff you just take to the grave. But Tisha does that by putting a battery in her mama's back because she knows her mama. She talks all this crap behind closed doors. And she'll say a little bit when she's in public and then stand back like she doesn't understand why her mama is going so hard to pray for her. She knows what's going on. And that's why I don't see it for her. I don't feel sorry for her. I personally, when Marceau acts a fool with her, I really feel nothing because he talks to her like a child because you are a child. You are so infantile in your mind. And sis, I'm sorry, those degrees mean nothing. That is just proof that clearly there are institutions that give away degrees and certificates. But that is the dumbest broadcast in history.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
Yes.
anybody that
You are saying the same thing I said. Yes, ma'am.
anybody
I
that
need
had
them
book
to stop
smarts,
playing.
anybody that had book smarts, and it's not even about the way she talks, because catch this, when she's starting up a whole bunch of stuff, that English comes a little bit clearer because that gutter sniping her comes out because now the reason why she stumbles to talk is when she's trying to be proper and intelligent, but when she's being herself, she speaks very clearly. And then you can understand that.
She's a swamp gnat.
She is
Oh.
completely ridiculous. And quite frankly, I don't even know why. Like I said, Kimmy said it for all of us. I ain't living on that compound with you because I don't want to be bothered with Kimmy. Still don't want to be bothered with her. But for whatever reason, she's actually going along with it because of her husband. But she better than me. I wouldn't be bothered. Tisha is exhausting.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to hear what Desiree got to say because we haven't really heard much from her. So let's hear what Desiree got to say, girl, because they are reading. I really want to know what you got to add to this conversation with them reading like this.
We're not reading, Scotty.
This is
Child.
this is nice
to me. Like I couldn't care less what Tisha does because at this point, it's like I'm watching a baby. I'm watching a baby trying to grow up. That's why I'm literally trying to take their first steps into the world. Like that's what I'm getting from her, and she just doesn't. It's just like my mama said. I have never seen someone whine so much.
Yes,
my mama is 50. I said, Mom, you don't even whine like this. When you had surgery, you didn't even whine this much here. Like it's like, and you allow your husband just be respect you. Your husband don't respect you. Then you want your mother to respect you. Baby, if your mama, your husband, your brother, your sister, your daddy can't respect you, what do you expect us to respect you for? If they can't respect you, what do you think the public is going to respect you for? I'm not going to respect you because look at your husband, look at your daddy, look at your mama. They don't respect you. And look at your cousin. She don't respect you. You have disrespected people, and then it's like when people try to hold you accountable, just like our next episode, everybody try to tell you this is what Wanda said, break it down for you. You want to come back and say you have said stuff too. No, your mama really got this stuff popping off, and you don't want to say nothing to her. Don't know why you don't want to send her to her. That's the problem because I think she knows some of your business. I think if y'all really got down with it, she gonna tell y'all business, and I feel like she would.
It's probably
the whole hello everybody, but the whole thing. The whole thing with Tisha is everybody say you wasn't nobody really on that show take accountability. However, you're not gonna find that with Tisha accountability because she always trying to justify why her
Mm-hmm.
mom behaves the way she behaves. If you say um Wanda did say the want to say the sky is blue. Yeah, but my mama say, but my mama she just want to say something like that, just like she tried to justify. Yeah, for real, just like she tried to justify her mom talking about the kids. She said that just don't sound like my mom. But previously, your mom had said something about the children's hair.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want male kids around Tisha kids because they might get jealous of their hair and cut their hair because Tisha kids got, what black people like to call good hair. And then
Just
okay, nail
trained.
that. Right. So, that's she don't want to like I don't want to say straighten, but I'm just gonna say she don't want to straighten her mother. She's afraid of her mother. Anytime you cannot go to your mother and talk to your mother about her behavior, there's a problem.
But
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think
then when you go, she got a husband that totally, totally I don't even know if he like her, talking about respecting her. I don't
he
He
even know
does.
if
don't.
he
He
like
doesn't.
her.
He don't like her.
Because if you
He don't
liked
like
her
her
just
at
a
all.
little bit, you wouldn't disrespect. You wouldn't be disrespectful. He is mentally abusing Tisha.
Mm-hmm.
He is mentally abusing Tisha. And Tisha's not the thing with her and Mel, she's not jealous of Mel. She's envious of Mel. And she's intimidated by the strength that she see Mel have that she don't have. Anytime you got to go to your brother's, your husband brother
Mm,
to tell him to stop talking to you any kind of way.
that
No,
part.
sweetheart, that you got to tell that man, look, because we've been married 15 years, you like to bring that up. We've been
Right.
married 15 years. I'm not
Respect.
one of
Put
your
some respect
children.
on our marriage.
Point.
That's
Right.
Put
it.
some
So
All that
respect
you
on
need
our marriage.
he has all
and
that
right.
Her husband
by
don't
him.
respect her marriage.
He don't respect the marriage. You know why he don't respect it?
Nobody
Because
went
for
to cut
so
I'm
long he
cleaning.
been beating her down.
But he bring up a
He been chipping away at her confidence. He been just chipping it away,
Mm-hmm.
and it's non-existent now. That's not the character of a boss.
Yep. She has the personality of a swamp gnat. Okay.
But you bring up a good point, Miss Maritha, and I didn't think about that when you said that she can't go to her mom because she's afraid of her mother, which we can kind of see it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, put that fear as respect. But now I understand because I'm pretty sure Wanda talks to Tisha real greasy, and that's why she also takes it off of Marceau probably.
I have to
Listen,
agree. It's past.
listen.
It's past respect. It's fear.
Yeah.
But
Wanda
like
does not
Funky
care
Dineva
about
told
Florida.
them, Funky Dineva told her, but the way we were raised, and I'm 48, 49 next month. The way we were raised, because I even see it with my little cousins, and I'm looking at y'all like, I know the hell you didn't just cuss and smoke weed with our aunts and uncles. I still say aunt and uncle. They say Renee and da 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 da. That
Oh no, God.
there's no
No.
respect with these young kids nowadays. So I don't think Tisha. I think Tisha still has that, even though she wasn't raised with her mama, who's 13, 14, 15 years older than her, like a sibling. You know, I mean,
Yep.
that's a sibling. That's not a mother. Even though she's her mother, I understand that she tries to respect her due to the what is it, the title that she has in Tisha's life, but she hasn't provided the necessary or proper upbringing.
No.
And I
Mm-mm.
kind of wonder how the grandmama raised her, because I mean,
Way she
where's
raised
the
Wanda.
Well, you
I,
can look
China
at
I
ain't no
okay,
raising. They did what they
you bring up a good
love
point.
Tisha doing anything they wanted to do. Ain't no raising in no house. Look at
I
them. They
mm-mm.
look a mess.
Wanda, I think Wanda thinks
Look,
all this, getting into people's face and I'm defending my baby. I
You defending your
use it
sister.
as like a crutch to say, "Oh, I'm finally being a mother," because we know she didn't raise her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
a mother would. But on the same token, I think Wanda is. I know she likes to say everybody's image of Tisha. Okay, but I think she's image of her own daughter because Wanda sets up her daughter for foolery. Like, why
She
would you?
does.
Has nothing to do with the episode. Just in what she says, she sets up her own daughter to look like a fool. Like, why would you get out here and allege that you're going to do something with slow, sloppy, slow? The same person who said your daughter's husband was out there with linebackers is
That's what I
messy if
don't
you doing
understand.
it's
That
Baby,
messy
I
part.
if
would
you
love it.
doing it to do
I would hope that that girl would get
male.
alive and
But
embarrass her
but the
to
thing
death.
about it is, you could potentially be setting your daughter up to be embarrassed because we all know
Again.
Flaw
Hmm.
she is a loose cannon, and Wanda ain't gonna be able to control what she say. So you it's messy, and it's messy at its finest. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? If you're doing it to get messed for this lady to talk shit on Mel, at the end of the day, it's gonna make you look bad, Wanda, because that lady was, regardless of whether you like Mel or you don't, slow was sleeping with that lady husband. Mel
Yep.
was sleeping with
Mm-hmm.
and on
But
top of that, if
I
you
did
going
say
to
it.
get out the mess that she is talking about Marceau, and you trying to clear the air with her on that, lady, stop. This girl is gonna put it out there. She
Yep.
gonna put it out there further leading to your daughter's embarrassment that you claim that you love so much. And Tisha, I am sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me apologize to you
Mm-mm.
initially. I'm sorry your mom is ratchet. I'm sorry your mama couldn't raise you because she was out here being a city girl. I'm sorry nobody
Real
was
ass
out here
bitch,
not
give
a
a
city
fuck about a
girl.
nigga. World breaking bad, talk
cleaning the
5,
dishes,
6
cooking,
niggas.
and that man
Fuck
Mm,
on
talking
mm,
that.
so
mm.
crazy.
But you know what I think the thing is with
So when Marceau
with
people
that
be repossessed by now,
the thing the thing with the way Tisha was raised, and this I'm just saying this allegedly because this is just the way that it seemed to me. It Wanda was in the grandma had her, but Wanda was in, and you know how you be out in the street, you come in and you come out,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you're kid, you never really was there for them. But when they get to be a certain age, you come back into their life and stuff like that. You trying to make things up, and just kind of like off topic a little bit. I don't call my mom. I call my grandmother because my grandma raised me. But my mom would come in, she would come and visit, and you know, um, my grandma just raised me for the most part. And when I was in first grade, I moved with my mama. But I always called my mom by her name. And it was no disrespect, and a lot that offended a lot of people because I called her by her Zakia. I called her by her name. And you call your mama that? I said, well, that's her name. And I always call my grandmother, grandma. And then when I got a certain age, I just started calling her Edna. It was not being disrespectful. It was just, you know, I knew and they knew, so it wasn't a problem. But with Wanda and Tisha, it's like any parent, any woman that has a daughter, and her daughter comes and confide in her, and you, ma, I'm just tired. I don't know what to do. I just feel like leaving. And a real mom wouldn't tell her daughter to stay in something that is being
That's
detrimental to
toxic.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
see, the conversation with Wanda is, who gonna want you with all them children? You got 3 children, girl. That's a good man. That man got a job. That man taking care of you. Look, you
Well, I
got a
mean,
house. You got a car. Look at that. You got a business and all that, girl. You better stay with that man just
you
cause he going
my
out there
boy,
you
messing
brought up
around with
a
a little girl.
valid
before I
point
told her.
because look what she
And
did
that's
with Mel, telling Mel to get back with
exactly so.
Martell.
And
So
see that, and that's what's eating up Tisha. You see, it's getting to the point now that Tisha is by talking to Dr. Francis. That man is telling Tisha some things that's opening up her head because Tisha wasn't dumb all the time. Tisha was, she was about to have a career, and that was going to be on the other side of the United States, over all the way over on the
Away from
West Coast.
away from the best of my crew.
Exactly, exactly. So whatever Marceau whispered in her ear, and then when she got pregnant, that's when the beat down started. Because
It's
I could guarantee you after she had that baby, when she got married, she didn't really want to get married. She just got married because, girl, you done got this baby, you might as well go on and get married now. How many single women got 3 children and still out there doing the damn thing and ain't missed a beat? Children look better than somebody who got one child.
Me,
When
I do it every day with 3.
Yes,
And
Miss.
being an
And see, that's what I'm
epileptic.
saying.
Go
Wanda
ahead,
done told
Nola.
this woman that nobody ain't gonna want her. Tisha was, I honestly believe before Tisha said I'm gonna have this baby, then I'm going back. I'm going back to Cali. I'm gonna get my life started. Cause she wasn't just working as a reception at Dish Network, for the dish. She wasn't a receptionist. This lady was, she had a job. And then
I
she
no,
get
think
married.
I think she was an intern, but she may have had better. I'm pretty sure she would have had a better opportunity had she followed that
Exactly,
trajectory in her life.
exactly.
But
Been
I
But her
think
mama,
Tisha's scared to leave Marceau because
now she is. She's now.
it's
That's all
because
she
of,
know.
well,
At
not
this,
just that, for appearance. I think,
yeah,
oh
you're
yeah,
right.
put some respect on our marriage. She wanted everybody to respect their marriage, and behind closed doors, he treating her like
Their
she need to be
marriage.
At
locked
this,
up. She
at
she
this
probably
point,
still locked up in the
he
house.
he's not
at
limited
this,
the way he treats her
He
to
needs
behind
to
closed
respect
doors.
the
He
marriage.
does that
You
openly.
want us to
at
Hmm.
this,
respect your marriage, but your husband doesn't respect
right.
your
I
marriage.
mean,
That doesn't
Hmm.
make
at
sense.
this,
He
Marceau,
needs to respect your marriage.
Marceau
At this
treats that marriage
To
like it's a
respect
wet peanut
yourself.
butter sandwich. Don't nobody want it.
at this point,
He
at
needs
this
to
point, I
respect
say
that
fuck
marriage.
them both.
And he
Fuck
needs to
all their
respect
asses.
her wife, his wife.
Somebody
Hold
say
on,
that.
hold
Hmm.
on, hold on. Some of y'all talking at the same time. Hold on. Desiree, go ahead.
At this point, I say fuck them all. But then
Ooh,
at no point ain't
ooh.
nothing gonna
Mm.
solve. They gonna still be the stupid dumbasses we see on TV. Tisha gonna be the same dumb. I'm sorry, still same stupid bitch we see. She ain't
Oh,
gonna learn
Lord,
till it's 30 years down the line. Say now I want to live my life, baby. You old. You're 60. It's done. It's over. Your coochie rotten at this point. You
oh,
don't
Oh,
want to live.
oh.
I don't give a
Oh
damn about them
Lord.
hoes. All 4 of them hoes gonna be digging in the ditch in about 30 years. I don't give a damn about them bitches no more. They
oh,
gonna be the same.
Ooh, that's harsh.
it's you off, huh, Desiree?
Hell yeah, this is
tell us how you
I'm
really
talking
feel.
to
I mean, Scotty, at this point, I mean, like my mother used to say, a man only does to you what you allow.
Yes,
You
My
keep
God.
allowing this man to disrespect you. You keep allowing your mother to disrespect you. And you keep allowing your mother to put you in compromising positions. Like some of these ladies said earlier, if you know that your mama is down for you like 4 flat tires, there are some things that you don't tell your mama
Hmm.
about your
Well,
marriage. There are some things that you don't
yep.
tell your mama about your conflicts. Okay. There are certain things that you just have to handle in house.
yep,
Right.
Yeah.
yep.
Because
And
when
like
you
you
close them doors, everybody on the outside still looking at you like a fool. But on the
Exactly.
inside, you trying to make up, y'all trying to be at peace. Like you said, he cussed you out that night. Y'all argued. And that's how you had to come the next day
Right.
asking the
And
brother and everything. But my whole thing is question. How do y'all think the kids is looking at the situation? I
they
bet you,
a
I
a
mean, like,
mess.
I wouldn't
They
even
it's
want my
exactly what
daughters
it
to be
is.
wanting to go through seeing how like Wanda talked to you and how your husband talked to you. That's gonna trickle down into their relationships and things like that. So
see
I
that.
kind of,
I would.
that's
That's
something to think
that
And
about.
was
is
a
that
big.
really the example you want for your son too?
Yep.
For
I
a husband to
tackle
treat
that
his
one.
wife? Because I would cut
Hmm.
my son if my
She gonna be
daughter-in-law
another
came to
Wanda.
me.
She gonna be another Wanda to her son's wife.
I want to tackle that
Exactly.
question with the whole kid situation. I've said this like I've said the whole thing, and y'all know I've said this. If y'all
Yes, ma'am, you
talk
have.
about like the whole Wanda is the jealous older sister. Everything, and I'm being for real, and that's like this is the relationship they have. She's the jealous older sister who did not get to do the things that Tisha has done, so she is making her hold on, and she is living through her. And if she could jump in that lady's
Hmm.
skin, she would, and she would live her life. It does not matter what type of life she has. It's better than the life she had. She was able to do everything that she wasn't able to do because she was an OG city girl, got pregnant real early, and left the mama and the auntie, which is the grandmother and the great aunt, to raise her. And the lack of raising they did of Wanda is the lack of raising they did of Tisha. Now, when I get to the kids situation, I've always said, and I said this about Scott and Contessa down to the Married to Medicine. That's how I say her name. She get on my nerves. All that arguing y'all are doing in the house, the kids
Hmm.
It's
hear
not
that.
healthy.
The kids see it. It's not healthy. And one day y'all gonna wake up and y'all kids not around, your grandkids not around. If you live long enough to see the great grandchildren, they won't even be around because those children have decided to keep their kids away from the toxic mess that is this family. A
Mm.
lot of people be like, oh, other than the fact that y'all possibly have some rotten family members, why you see a lot of elderly people in nursing homes, most of the time it's because unless you got truly rotten family members, or you have no one to take care of you because you have no family that's around or available to do so, it's because you have parents and family like the ones we are seeing right now that
Mm-hmm.
argue and fight and cuss and getting, I'm not saying they tussling in that house, that's not what I'm saying, but just in general, arguing, fighting, cussing and tussling, disturbing the children's peace, embarrassing them in front of their friends and other family members, and now you're embarrassing them in front of the world. They now have to deal with this. You don't think they go to school and have people talking about, oh, your daddy cheating on your mama? Well, how you know that? Well, your
Right.
grandma said his big ass
Mm-hmm.
back was down there
Right.
like hotel room. Like
But you wonder
all
why
of this,
Kiki family kept her from away from that side of the family. Now
right?
I
And
I
it's
I,
just
now
like
we
I
seeing
know
that.
why her mom
all
And
of
all
this.
the
Kiki
way on the
and
other
Kiki
side.
was telling it all about
Yeah.
Marcel and Tisha. Marcel and Tisha. And I can't wait for Kiki to tell it all because I believe everything that Kiki said. I believe Tisha went to her
Mm-hmm.
family and said that this man was cheating and that she had proof that he was allegedly cheating. And I'm just like, why would your cousin say that if you didn't say that to her?
And here's the thing, it doesn't take, finishing my point about the kids, all of this comes together and accumulates and it sits there, and sometimes the kids go and get the proper help they need to
Mm-hmm.
work out their childhood trauma and
Mm-hmm.
That's
realize
true.
that toxic ass family members, because I'm a strong believer, cut your toxic ass family members off at the knees and be done with it.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
there's
Love them
any
from
Facts.
a
This is
real
why
common
distance.
I
faith
honestly
of
I
if
feel
cut
it's
my
like
own brother off, so I understand.
yes,
You
if
can
it's
love them from a distance.
I told y'all
Okay?
I blocked my own grandma. She acts just like Wanda, except Wanda act worse than her. I cut her off. I don't need them problems in my life. But it all accumulates. Now, God forbid something happens, go pay your respects. But other than
Of
that, you don't
course.
have to be around them people. And that's how them kids are going to be. They're not going to want to be around y'all. Y'all going to be in nursing homes wondering why people don't want to visit. And it's because of this. Because at some point, as a grown ass woman, you should have realized as a mother, and I don't even have kids, but watching the people around me who have children, real mothers who actually care about the well-being of their children, they're going to take themselves and their kids out of this toxic situation, get them the
Yes.
help they need, so this is not a cycle that repeats over, because this right here is a generational
Mm-hmm.
curse.
Yes,
Now,
this
ma'am.
is kind of why
Okay,
I feel
okay.
like
So hold on, not to cut you guys off, but I feel like we've been talking about this for like a
Yeah.
long ass time. I think we need to move on to
yes,
the next. So, first of all, hey Gigi, I'm gonna let you start this off. There was a scene in the show where Melody and Martell were talking, and if you guys seen my review from last night, I said that I felt like that was a quote unquote production meeting,
Mm-hmm.
them basically saying in so many words that they don't want Wanda on the show, and Melody saying she don't want to film with her no more. I feel like that's what that was. I felt like
I
that was
agree.
them
it was.
It was.
talking
It was.
about the show itself. So Gigi, I want you to pretty much start
yeah,
this
no problem.
conversation off. Go ahead, Gigi. First of all, hey, by the way.
Hey Scotty, how you
Hey,
doing?
Gigi.
Guys, let me hop on this live, see what everybody's talking about. Love and Marriage Huntsville been giving us, a couple good seasons, but the way things are going, it's like, are we slowly coming to an end of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Like,
God,
unless
I
we
hope
get
so.
new people with how things are going, it's looking like we might be coming to an end soon. But nonetheless, watching Melody and Martell basically talk about the situation with Wanda, it's obvious. Everybody has been coming to the conclusion we've let Wanda go on long enough. Like, how long are we going to allow basically our respect for Tisha to override what we are all really feeling? Because the only reason everybody's been sparing Wanda's ass is because of Tisha. The only time, finally, what was that last season? Kimmy finally got to her ass, like, yo, you're doing too much. And then now this season, it's like she's feeling bold enough to actually run up behind Melody. And the fact that she almost got physical, I think now everybody's like capped it off like, okay, we done get tiptoed on the halfway on the other side of the tracks. Now we done jumped all the way over that hole. We can't do that. We can't go on the other side with Wanda. So
But
yeah,
I unfortunately think you have Carlos to blame because Carlos sat up there and allowed her to be what TV gold. as he
Mm-hmm.
called her, and kind of, like he's complacent as Tisha.
Well, on
You know that.
a lot of these shows do have almost like a mama that is very a huge component. Like any show you can think of, Mama D, Mama Joyce, like Mama Wanda. Like there's always a mom that kind of brings like that extra edge. But Wanda brings like the ghetto hood ratchet fabulousness edge, and it's
She goes,
cool
yeah,
until it starts going too far. And I think we
right.
reached a point of like it's too
Hmm.
far because now you're bringing children into it. Now you're talking about kids in a very negative way. The
Hmm.
kids are now in competition. And so now you're pulling them into a situation that these kids do have to deal with growing up. Not only do they got to deal with the publicity from their parents and their mess, now we got to deal with this old ass woman talking about us. And like, now I'm jealous and I'm cutting somebody's hair. Like, why are you putting that on me? Like, how you gonna put on me that I'm gonna be jealous of the child and start cutting their hair? So I do
Right.
think this was kind of a almost like a smooth over, because obviously, in any TV show when there is like a fight or something, they have to try to smooth it over for TV's sake. I do feel like it was kind of like Martell and Mel kind of giving their recap of the events to try and make it, I guess, feasible for everybody to understand, okay, what's the best way for us to move forward.
Well, it was nice and refreshing, quite honestly, to see them sit down like adults and kind of talk through
Hmm.
what they needed to talk through, where their kids were concerned, and also what was going on. I don't know if I really thought it was like a production meeting per se, as Scotty said, but I think it was very clear that they were drawing the line in the sand where Wanda was concerned, and they put that out there. I don't think it was accidental that y'all put it in. So that basically the buzz would kind of get started about what it has done. But that I'm not
Somebody is
okay.
has something going on in the background.
All right, thanks. So I was just gonna say, I really think it was pretty cool though, looking at them actually come together. But I think they wanted to put that in the atmosphere that it's
Hmm.
time for Wanda to go.
Film with her people and not around me. Because you bring her around me, I swear I'm snatching her raggedy wig off. we
Yeah.
And
we
that's the
we gonna
thing, like
yeah.
finding who's gonna film with her is the thing. Like, okay, now she done knocked down everybody. You can't film with Mel. You can't film with Kimmy. I mean, I guess you could, but she backed off Kimmy. I see ever since Kimmy got her ass, and you see
Hmm.
she ain't been on Kimmy. Kimmy
Mm.
said, "All right, now, like you're doing too much, Wanda." So it's
Well,
like
Dusty like her.
Yeah.
I mean, you
She
can kind of film with Kimmy, but as far as like Tisha's the only one. Marceau is with Tisha by proxy, but overall, like Wanda has lost everybody that she's filmed with. So it's either giving her this ultimatum of understanding, look, like there is a cap that you have to stay at. And if you can't stay there, like you're gonna get your walking papers. They're gonna put you on pause, Dorinda style.
well
Period.
now speaking
She
of
go down
Destiny,
to Madani and set up her little tent and sell some food and then go in the shop and work. She
what
gonna have the same person buying food gonna be the same person buying one of them hard ass brushes. So I mean, it ain't gonna be too
Showing us
hard to have
nasty
some work.
potatoes.
but y'all know you brought up a
Or
good
in the
point. Speaking
it's
of
for the
Destiny, when
business.
is she wow, Scotty. Wow. When Destiny go everybody else in Huntsville has gone to see Dr. Francis. When is she gonna grace his couch?
Girl,
I need her to go immediately.
No, but
That would
what?
actually be a really good episode.
No, it
Wanda
really would.
singing with
It
Dr.
really
Francis.
she needs to go sit down with Dr. Fred. She and Tisha are
hmm
co-stars and friends or whatever. Surprise her with a therapy visit because she clearly has got some things she needs to work out. And I'm gonna tell
exactly.
y'all something else. I don't really know what to make of Stormy. I can't get a solid read on her, and I'm disturbed by that. It's like,
Mm.
I don't fully trust her. And it's not even about the way she moves with anyone in particular. I don't think she's genuine in how she's moving with anybody, period.
She wants to be
But
a
you know,
main
I
cast
had the
member.
same reaction about Stormy, and I still have that same reaction about Stormy. But you know what I'm trying to do with her? It's not like I'm trying to feel her out. However, she came on the show as Mel's friend. However, Mel did say, get to know these people for yourself. And this is her process of getting to know these people, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else that's in between.
Right. And I
So,
see that.
th-
I think the problem I'm having though is there's still something inauthentic about
exactly
her. And
is
even though I
is
know, I can see what she's doing where you got to know the rest of the cast, but it's something about her that just, and especially in this episode from her
she
almost
shady.
well,
She
yeah,
she
she
real,
definitely
she
was.
say she's one of those people that will give you a compliment but be
It's a
It's a
backhanded
Back,
compliment.
you think it's a
yeah, a
backhanded
backhand
compliment?
compliment.
Nice
And then
nasties.
if yeah, and if you're not quick enough, you won't you if you're not
Well,
that
I mean,
quick,
she
you
is
won't
friends with
catch it.
Mel, so that's Mel's mo, is that real Southern hospitality, like
But
nice,
see
nasty.
with Stormy, Stormy came on let I, I'm self-made. This show, I don't need her words. I don't need this show. I'm a millionaire. I got product in Target and CVS and Walgreens. I got
Well,
salad.
look,
I
can we
Product
don't
that
take a
need
quick
this
nobody had
show.
ever
pause
heard of
for a
I
before
ain't
second?
your
seen it
name
in
was
my
mentioned
Because
on
Target. I'm
TV.
Well,
still
here's
looking.
the thing. It was like some of us hadn't heard of a product. Like I hadn't heard of
I
it,
never heard of it.
but a lot of people, you know, and they were like showing like, because some people would tell them, oh, y'all just trying to like big her head up, y'all know, and people would start showing like, no, I've been buying from her for a very long time. They just didn't know the face behind the brand.
right, that's what I think it was. A
Mm.
lot of people didn't know Stormy was like the owner of it. But
Yeah,
can we just take a quick appreciation pause for Stormy's house, because that
yeah,
hoe was
But
sick.
no, wait a minute, not her house, her estate.
Estate,
yeah. That's
yes,
a
Oh yeah.
estate.
thing.
She
Oh
had
yeah.
horse.
Black
You know
excellence.
it's
I ain't
real when
mad at her.
somebody got animals. When they feeding animals, that's when you know it's real.
Girl,
Yeah,
wait a minute. Or when your dog runs away and you don't care. It's just like, wait a
not
minute.
even that.
That dog, what's the dog named Smokey? Smokey
Yeah.
was on the first train smoking.
Yes, ma'am. And she just wasn't even worried about it. And I was like, oh wow,
No,
okay.
to
But
Because
her,
that kind of
every way he
shows you a
ran
little
was
bit of
hers.
Stormy's personality, because you can see this girl up front. She seems like super bougie, but like deep down, she is just a Southern girl who go outside, feed her horses, and lives a pretty simple life. So there is some type of like substance to Stormy. She hasn't really given us anything like to just say like, ugh, like just really like scratch her off.
mm-hmm.
So like I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, because I've yet to see anything with her that's just like bad, especially with how she's handling things with Destiny. Now it's just Destiny on the other hand that, whatever is up her ass that's got her not being able to talk to people, that's just the only thing. But so far I feel like Stormy, like I like Stormy. I feel like she's an okay addition.
Yeah, I
Listen,
think she needs
I
to stay as a friend of the
appreciated.
show. She doesn't
I
need to come on
appreciate.
as a couple.
I appreciated being able to see Stormy's business, like to see the warehouse and
Mm-hmm.
hear her talking to one of the guys who works there. I also appreciated how, because a certain person said she would have appreciated product instead of a Gucci purse. And if you let her tell you, she lost it in the airport. But if you let me tell you, you probably sold it. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
But when Stormy was like saying product and how, oh, the Gucci purse made me feel like I was a charity case and it was a handout, so that free product wouldn't have made you feel like it was a handout and you was a charity case, because if she was to give you free product, that's exactly what it would have been. But her problem was, Stormy didn't hand over product to her for a store that's never open. And Stormy was being like giving backwards compliments, but I'm not like, listen, I'm from the Midwest, but my family is from Mississippi, and we know how to kill them with kindness, and we also know how to give backwards compliments. Like it, I'm not gonna
Right.
do that, and I know how to do that,
Well,
because
she
something
was
like real, like
that
there's
person.
something that gives off like from the Midwest. There's something that gives off like South as well. So we know how to be nice, nasty with it, and that's exactly what Stormy was doing. And I was like, I'm gonna still wait to see how this works out, because you still getting to know everybody. But I love the fact that when she explained to Destiny, or as I like to call her, Blow Pop, why me just handing over product to you wasn't gonna be an option. It just completely went over her head. Like she didn't understand the thing she was saying, and I had been saying this the whole time. What meant, what she was trying to tell you the first time you contacted her about some product, was go through the distributor, and the distributor will get you together. Meaning you still have to pay for the products to be in the store, but go through
Right.
the distributor. But she wanted a handout for a business that's never open. And I want to like throw this out there to y'all, because I do this thing where I look at the different businesses from all like the reality people. And I don't, it's not even just like shows that I review, it's going to be for all of them because they all got either a business or some merch or something going on. And when I looked at Destiny, like went through her entire thing, the little about me part of the website from Adani, she was like, "Oh yeah, this is my passion," and it's just like, is this truly how you treat your passion? Because if I'm passionate about something, I'm going as hard as I possibly can to make sure that it's a success. With your passion, it seems like you opened it and were hoping that people would do the work for you. Like I don't think that's how a person treats their passion.
Well, it's not a passion for her, obviously. And I don't think, and as a businesswoman, she does not have, she doesn't know what she's doing. I'm excited. Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just about to let
Hey,
him. Okay, so Jeremy is up now, so I want him to speak because we really got 15 more minutes left before I end this. So go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead and speak your piece.
So like I had like pointed out like a couple of things that I had saw in this episode, and it was that Tisha is like in a like kind of like an abusive relationship, and that Maurice is not Marceau is a punk. I feel that all of that aggression that he gave Tisha was really the aggression that he wanted to give Martell, but he don't have like the hands to do so. Because after all of that was said and done, they all apparently was eating. They had, Miss Wanda was fixing plates, after Melody left and everything like that. And then Martell and him had, talked it out there. So why all of a sudden when y'all get home, you have all of this anger and aggression towards Tisha about what, about her trying to talk to Mel and how that could potentially put you in a tough situation. But you selfishly and ignorantly started a whole physical altercation that had nothing to do with Tisha or Melody, and you want to take out all your frustration on Tisha. If anything, she needs to be cussing him out
mm-hmm.
because he was one who started this whole fight. Him and the other one that
Maurice.
doesn't. Yes, Maurice.
The credit repair with no credit.
Mm-hmm.
Child.
So I was so confused, and I was saying that it's because the understanding that he was talking about when they were on the back patio or the back. I was like, "What is this? A backyard? Is the patio? What are we
It's a
looking at? Is this a apartment building? Like I couldn't. We were so zoomed up that we couldn't even see the property. I was like,
Wow.
well, this definitely don't look like something that they are proud of owning, but that's besides the point. But I was saying
mm-hmm.
that when they were talking about the whole, the women, meaning Tisha, Mel, Miss Wanda, they don't understand the position that we're put in. What are you talking about? The position that you're put in? You put yourself in this position. Nobody put you in this except for you. And I'm starting to think that the position that he meaning is that he cannot fight or beat up Martell, and that if Tisha or Wanda puts him in something, he gonna fight, but he probably gonna get beat up, and that's
Oh,
not what he
absolutely.
wants.
Facts.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
have a question about that for everybody. What do y'all think about them basically, and Funky Dineva did it too, basically blaming the women for them putting themselves in situations? Because I said nobody like brought y'all into the situation to fight because at that point the women had, went off to their separate corners and no fight was in sight until y'all started up with that man. But it was just like y'all women gotta know that y'all can't be doing this because y'all putting people in dangerous situations, and it's just like, but the women had already stopped fighting. It's like y'all want to blame them for y'all bad decisions. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that.
I
Well,
really
Um,
prefer
is this a safe place to talk about? Because I know that other content creators are really close to other content creators, and I would hate, to start any type of issue by talking about this. I mean, because they're like, if we talk, are we going to be honest?
well, yeah.
I
Let's be
said,
honest.
I said that like
So like,
uh,
is that okay, Scotty? Can I just want to ask before. Hello.
Scott
Scotty.
talking to Chef Don Don.
Oh, my
Scotty.
bad. My bad. My mic on mute. Oh, I didn't even know what y'all was talking about.
We
I was
know.
So
lost.
she wanted us to talk. She wanted us to like say our opinions or thoughts on what Funky Dineva was saying about the about the whole melee when he had like popped up there,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden out of the blue, just by surprise, and a whole camera production crew was there. But that's besides the point.
In a lower
But
class.
he
Yeah, go ahead.
they want to know, like, can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that is sitting here groveling at the fact that there is some heterosexual black man that is willing to accept his homosexuality. That's what I
Mm.
feel like all of this is. I feel that he has a layer of misogynistic view that I don't understand, because he really did seem as if he was, blaming everything all on the women when none of the women had anything to do with that.
See, I
Not
actually
to
thought that I hear what you're saying, Jeremy, and I love Q. I think that when he used women, he was being too general. I think he was speaking specifically about Wanda's antics, and I really wish he would have clarified by saying
Mm-hmm.
doing that. I don't think that was because there was nothing else for women to get involved in, but Wanda was the catalyst that started everything.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole issue with, Marceau, even telling Tisha, about getting over, and how absolutely there are some times, whether it's your husband, it could be your wife, it could be your kids, where you and
yeah.
your wife can get me put up in some foolishness because you don't know how to shut it up. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what he was saying to Tisha, because everything Tisha would have, and then
Wait. Oh, girl, where you at?
that's not
You
me.
going in and out. Oh no, that's who in the car?
No. So I don't think I think that he was speaking specifically to Wanda's antics, but I agree with with Jeremy when he talked about that pent up frustration that Marceau has. I think part of it is for that reason, but I think the other part of it is he does not like his wife. He
He
does not
don't like
like
her.
life.
Oh.
Hmm?
He does not like anything.
He
I
don't.
think a
He
lot of that
don't.
he walks around with that frustration. If there were two ways that Marceau could leave that situation and still have
He
the
was.
quality of life he has right now, he'd be
Yeah.
gone.
Yep.
He tolerates Tisha, and I blame him because you shouldn't have sat up there because of your credit that your brother, who's a lawyer who does credit, can't fix. But you sat up there and was dumb enough to put everything in her name instead of
Mm-hmm.
putting it in both of y'all names or a LLC or something so that she doesn't have major control. Now Tisha is a nitwit and can only be counseled by Dr. Seuss, her and her mama, because there's no way in heck
Ooh.
that
Not
you
Dr.
sitting up
Seuss.
here with all of this in your name and you still letting this man treat you like a fool and
But
then
you
I
know
see.
what?
I see
treat you
what
like
you're
a
saying.
fool.
Like, you hold the cards. Everything is in your name. That's
Yeah.
what the courts recognize. They don't recognize what you put in. They recognize what's on paper and what's on black and white.
But
But
that's
see,
the
I
bad
think
thing
the
about
point
this
that we're all
situation.
the point that we're
Everything's
But
all
on
you
paper.
know the thing, you know the thing is, if anybody noticed, okay, we know Marceau was rough, bad. Last year he was bad, but this year he's
Yeah.
worse. Ever since
He
he
is
come
worse.
from, ever since he came back from Africa. See, he started this up last season when they
When
were
they was
when
in
they went
Vegas.
to when they went to Vegas, and
Yep.
he kept saying he needed a break. He feel like he having a mental breakdown. He just
Yep.
needs some time. He needs some peace. He was sitting everything up. That man is so tired of Tisha. Seriously, he's tired of
This
her.
is
And
this
right now, he
is
can't even hide his frustration, his
Mm-hmm.
aggravation. He
No.
can't hide that
Hold
between
on, you
her
anymore.
and
guys. Wait,
Wanda.
wait,
He
wait, wait,
can't
wait.
catch a break.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, wait, wait. There's someone up here by the name of Carrie. She just came up here, and I want to hear what they have to say.
hey, Karen,
Um. So go ahead, Carrie, because we ain't got that much time, child. So I need for you to speak up, honey. You there?
Come on, Carrie.
Carrie, listen, Carrie, it's us, Margaret. Are you there?
Marceau feeling himself since he got that waist train and them new teeth. That's what it is.
Not a
But
Not
waste.
he
waste
feeling
time.
himself too soon.
Between
You
Tisha
wait
and
till
Wanda, which one he gonna be tired of the most first?
I
See,
think
you
he's
know what? He's angry with Tisha
sexually tired of.
because he done told Tisha about her mom over and
And
over and
over.
over again, and
Exactly.
she's not doing anything about it. So, at this point, he done throwed his hands up with Tisha and her mom, and he's not even trying to hide his dislike for Tisha anymore.
I
And when
wouldn't be
somebody
surprised if
tells you
another
that you
divorce is
are
in
the
the
best,
making.
yeah, you know what he said, I am the best thing that ever happened to you.
Oh,
But
Uh,
can I
When
can
did
I
Here's
you
the
wait?
truth.
Wait,
Here's
wait.
the
When did he say
unfortunate
that?
truth.
When did he say that?
that was on a
When
live they did today.
yeah, when he
he
said he
sure
was the
did.
best thing that ever happened to her,
I
right
must
then
have
she
missed
needed to pull
that.
that car over the side. And if she was driving, pull it over, one of us getting out.
wait a
And
minute. Wait. So is this live available anywhere on YouTube? Because if it is, I need to
It
get a
was
hold of
on.
that live so I
I
can do a
saw it
video on.
on.
I think it was
I
Empress.
saw it on Hey Girl Hey.
Yep,
Oh,
I seen it too.
oh, Hey Girl Hell
He
TV.
sure
Um,
said it.
I saw it
damn,
on Hey
I don't know
Girl
who that
Hey.
is.
Well, this is why he
But
can say something like that, unfortunately, because here is just a blatant, honest truth. Marceau is going to always view Tisha as the girl he got pregnant and just
Yeah.
had to
yep,
marry. So
yep.
there is no respect for her because she was never originally on that level. She was always originally just the girl that he knocked up. So he's always going to view her as the woman I just have to do and treat as a obligation. She's an
Yep.
obligation to him. And
Not
now he knows he can
A
do everything
burden.
with her because she has the children. And a woman like Tisha is, unfortunately, they're so stuck on the perception of things that
That's
it's,
true.
I cannot live with the idea of walking around with that scarlet letter of a single mother. That scarlet letter of being like,
Hmm.
especially a black woman as a single mother of three, especially after all the mess that she talked about Mel,
Hmm.
so for her to be in that same position, Tisha would not allow herself to do it. So she's willing to tolerate the disrespect, and Marceau knows it. And that's the unfortunate part. He
But
knows he
she
can push
is
the
a single
boundaries with
mother,
her.
and she don't. She's a single
Technically,
mother,
she
but she
I
is.
don't
know.
knows
And she
that she's
doesn't
a
view it
single
that
mother.
way.
but
Absolutely. There
yeah,
are many married single mothers. You are married and you have this partnership, quote unquote, and this person ain't even partnering with you when it comes to the actual things as the household and children. You have a person who throws on you, I'm going to Africa in 3 days, and you take it. Could you imagine literally
No
somebody telling
God.
you, oh, I'm
No.
no,
going to Africa for a month. I'll see you when I get back, and you
no,
got kids to deal with?
no.
So that's how much he knows that she's not going anywhere. And the truth is, she ain't going. To me, I feel like she's especially not going anywhere until that house gets built. Because at least that if that house gets built, at least she got something
Yeah,
to leave with.
They
She's
can't
right?
leaving with something.
go.
So until that house gets built, I promise you, y'all, Tisha ain't going nowhere because she needs to have something to walk away with for her and the children. And
But
that
you know
house is
what?
something that it could be. And I think Marceau knows it, which is why he's delaying the process of building that house.
But you know what, Gigi? Even after that house is built, he could do whatever he's been doing all this time. Treat her like she's an inconvenience, like he's been doing, and she'll still stay just to say that she's married. She's one of those women where the prestige of being married is more important than the treatment inside of the marriage, and it's
Right.
sad to
Exactly.
say,
I'm gonna
but it's like they look at the example she has. Her mama is the same woman who told Mel to take back a man who had a whole baby on her and was
Right.
cheating on her for years and years and years and years. You don't think she telling Tisha the same thing? Like, nah, you don't need to leave him. You got 3 kids. You need this. You got that. Who gonna take
Right.
care of you? Who gonna put you? Who gonna take care of me? Who gonna pay my bills if you leave him? I mean, she
But
seems
And,
like the type.
you
I
know,
think
and it's just
also,
like he was telling Tisha, hell no, you ain't going nowhere. You gonna stay with that man. We need that man.
but I think the other
Exactly.
part,
We.
the other part
We
that I've heard
need, yeah.
when Tisha has interviewed and she has talked about her upbringing and the women in her family. One thing I think that's also playing into her decision to stick around is she wants to prove to herself that she can have a marriage or a relationship
And
that
that she's better than the rest of her
and
family because
she's
ain't
better
nobody
than her.
else in her family got the life that she
Mhm.
got.
And
So
not
she's the one with the
only that,
status and the TV and everything.
Hmm.
she
You
also
do have a
mentioned that
point, Gigi.
she also mentioned at one point that like her mom and her aunties and the women in her family, they're so quick to cut a man off and just leave and don't have relationships. And I think that's what she wants to do to set herself apart because she puts value. That's part of her value as a person is being a wife.
One thing
Hmm.
I don't, one thing I wish that really would be expounded upon as a person who is like a child of divorce. I think not enough it's talked about. Okay, yes, it's important for both parents to be together for the children to see, but most importantly, it's about one, the parents being happy and healthy. There's no point in you two being together if the children are seeing y'all both pissed off, mad, yelling at each other, fighting, because I gotta deal with that. Now my head hurt. I ain't asking for shit. So,
Mhm.
it's like y'all walking around mad at each other, and now you're giving us an example of what a marriage is supposed to look like, and that's not what it's supposed to look like. The whole
And then
point
you're
is for both
continuing the
of us to
cycle.
be right, and the whole point is for you to show your children to be happy and healthy within the partnership. And if that's not something that's being presented to your children, then what are we doing? Especially for daughters, especially. And Marceau already is proven how he feels about women in general. You don't even have your daughters up on the side of your building, bruh.
What
Like
the
that
part?
mural don't even got your daughters on it.
But you're right about that. And I think when you hear people, at least within my profession at different points in times, I've had, people say that they're staying for the kids. And I always say, why don't you really have a real heart to heart with your kids? Because I'm pretty sure they'll tell you to get divorced.
Yeah,
Man,
because that
I
creates
Well,
tell you,
resentment.
I tell
well,
you, it happens. They get older and you'll listen, and then all the time you hear the mom would talk about, oh, there's so much behind the scenes that you didn't know. You'll learn when you get
Hmm.
older, and then the kids get older, and then they hear about it, and you be looking at your mama like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Well,
what are
that's
you doing?
and I would actually
well,
you need to do that. Sometimes your kids will actually you may think your kids want to see that, but kids don't want to see their parents mistreated, whether it's their daddy, their mama, or whomever else. But if they would just be honest and ask their kids, many of these kids would tell you, y'all can separate. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
well, with that all being said, I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
Ooh, I don't want to leave, but I gotta go
Because
right
Potomac is
now.
about to come on in like 14 minutes, so I gotta watch that. And
All
then
right.
now they saying that this whole separation shit is a lie between Monique and Chris. I don't know, so I need to check
I
on that
believe it's
too.
true. Monique
You know.
tired now. She ready to go sow her wild oats now.
Oh
Ooh,
my God.
and
Well,
on that note, Sharice, right? And we all need to
I
go.
appreciate y'all for letting me on. I'll see you. Let's see if you do a live on Potomac. I'll tune in if that's what's going on. But I'm excited to see what's gonna go on Potomac. See if me is gonna confirm this little cancer stuff. And then Ashley, I feel like Ashley bullshitting with that Michael stuff. She ain't going nowhere.
No,
She trying to
she's
get
not.
her house.
Checked
Not
the
right
one
now.
day down at BravoCon, and I was like, "Oh, look at you, Ashley! The black girl is popping at
Hey,
it."
Candace was
Now
doing
that
it
you
at
got
BravoCon.
single, huh?
Candace was doing it at BravoCon.
Yeah,
I ain't
she
gonna
was.
lie.
And then
Wow.
Karen had to get Robert together real quick, and
Show did.
Robert's like, "Don't make me open my vault," and it's just like, you don't have a vault, you don't have a safe, you don't have nothing to store nothing in.
She
Please,
don't even have a box.
please keep selling them gas station, Dollar Tree bingo hats and get
So
out.
with that being said, you guys, thank you for coming up. I
I'm gonna holler
really
at you later, Scotty.
Love
See
you,
you, Scotty.
Scotty.
all right. They are crazy. But however, thank you guys for tuning in to the open panel tonight. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. It was over 300, like 333 people showed up tonight for the open panel, even after we went live. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for everything. And we probably will not be back for a panel next Sunday because it is my class reunion, okay? Like, because that's why there won't be no boys' night out this week because of my class reunion. And I've been out of high school for 15 years. I graduated 15 years ago. So, yes, your boy is finna be lit the whole weekend. You may get a video here and there this weekend. Like, I may be able to muster up like a Love and Marriage Huntsville review or something like that, or a Potomac review, but I don't know about the whole open panel thing. I'm not sure about that. But however, I'll be with my class all weekend, and plus it's our high school homecoming too. So your boy finna be lit. High school homecoming is very big in a big thing where I'm from. So we finna be lit all this damn weekend, okay? So yes, I'm tired, but I'm gonna work and give y'all as many videos as I can because I know I won't be able to do as much this weekend as I normally would because of that. So with that being said, you guys, I really thank you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys to death. I really I'm gonna need all my mods to come together, do like a little group, like an Instagram group or something like that. I might need to do that. But however, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all. Stay tuned for my Potomac review. So with Monique saying that the shit not true, I don't know if I'm gonna do a little live chat tonight. I might just do another video in regards to in regards to the situation, but I'm probably not gonna do no lit live, but we'll see. As far as the reunion outfit, y'all will see it. Y'all will see it. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all will see it. But then again, y'all know if I post a picture on Instagram, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna post it on my YouTube community wall too. Y'all gonna see that outfit Saturday. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here until my next video. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later, y'all. Bye, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tremel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.